Peace, family. So I'm typing up a newsletter for those that are on my email list. If you're not on my email list, make sure you join. The link will be in the description. And I don't flood your inbox. I'm so busy with orders and just personal life that I probably get to an email, honestly, about every 6 weeks. So definitely make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with the things that I type and talk about, announcements. I throw in coupons every now and then. So yes. So anyway, this one that I'm typing, I felt that I needed to share this on my YouTube because I've been wanting to do a video about this for so long. And then I just turned on my screen recorder and said, okay, it's now or never. I'm just going to read this. So I just typed up an email that's about cleansing your stones. So someone had asked me about, do we got to clean them all at once or separating them and all of that. So I go on to say that you don't have to clean your stones separately. You can cleanse them together. You have many different things you can use to cleanse your stones, like Florida water, regular water, salt water, but I wouldn't put calcite or selenite in salt water. Regular water does not hurt any crystals, including selenite, and everyone always says that it does when it does not. I don't think I'd go in a pool for hours and hours with selenite, but definitely salt water is going to dissolve your selenite over time, and pretty quickly too. But regular water does not hurt selenite. But when it comes to cleansing your crystals, nothing is more pure than holding your stones in your hands close to your face and speaking over your stones that they are cleansed through the power of your spoken words. And you speak your words of cleansing over them and love and blessing them and having gratitude for them showing up in your life the way that they did when they did. Because mind you, they grew so many years ago. And to end up with you in this point in time, that's very special. That's very unique to your journey and the journey of those stones. So you hold them close and you speak those words of cleansing and blessing over your stones. When I'm done, I like to blow gently on them, as if to blow away anything that is not for my highest good, which I know is not even there anyway. It just feels good to do it and to say it. Then I sit them in the sun to charge them with new intentions. For stones that I've already had, when I want to cleanse them, I like to bury them by a tree or in a plant, to let the earth do the cleansing for me. And then I like to dig them back up on a new moon. I don't choose a specific amount of days for them to stay buried. I just go off of feeling, off of vibe. And then on a new moon, or when I just feel that it's time for something I'm about to do, then I dig them back up. But I do like to dig them back up on a new moon. So saging has really kind of gotten out of control. Sage is used in today's time, but as a sacred plant to the original natives of the West, they did not use sage the way younger people are using sage constantly today. Sage was originally used to cleanse and bless yourself and your prayer tools, whatever you're going to pray with, whatever you want to have around you while you pray. You cleanse yourself and you cleanse your tools with the sage. But it's not just a cleansing, it's like to bless yourself and your tools, just empowering everything for what you are about to embark on spiritually and through good intentions and your spoken words speaking for the higher good of things. In ceremony, I have a Cherokee background, so I attend different ceremonies with different tribes, different nations, and that's how we use the sage. No one is just saging crystals because somebody touched it. In ceremony, stones are referred to as grandfathers for the fact that they're so much older than all of us. with that higher level of acknowledging that stones possess old age and wisdom for the spirit. They were never treated like vulnerable, naive little sponges just soaking up anyone and everyone's energy. That is certainly a new way of looking at stones that the ancients did not say. They didn't talk about that. They didn't describe stones like that. If you're reading any books on shamans from different tribes and different nations, if you're reading any books about the Taino, if you're reading any books about the Cherokee, the Sioux, the Seminoles, no one ever spoke about crystals as something that don't let nobody touch it. It's going to take their energy. I'm sorry to say it. People not going to like to hear it, but that is nonsense, because these stones are ancient. They know what they're doing, and they've been here way before all of us combined. A lot of y'all have stones that are millions of years old. If anybody got petrified wood, that's older than everybody's age on the planet combined. It takes over 200 million years for petrified wood to form. And you think about how much petrified wood there is, man, that's special. And that's not to be taken lightly as something that doesn't know what it's doing. And that's what I have been seeing over the years in my crystal work that I do. And when people buy from me and they say, I gotta cleanse before I wear it, right? And they sound nervous and uncertain. And you don't walk into your spiritual works with nervousness and uncertainty. You gotta walk proudly, knowing that what's for you is for you, and nobody can take that, especially with a touch. Now, of course, I'm not saying let people just rub you down, because there are people that when I explain this to them, they act like that's what I mean. Why would I suggest that people just come rub you down on your crystals and just touch all over you? Of course, that's invasive. That's just the total opposite of the scale. Why would I be suggesting that? So please, listen with your hearts and think deeper and read between the lines of what people just out here regurgitating on TikTok and Instagram. They're just repeating stuff that they're hearing. They're not reading anything that the ancients said, but they got ancient stones, and they're not looking at it as ancient. They're looking at it as a thing that holds energy. It's emitting energy. It gives energy. It doesn't soak up people's stuff. Stones radiate, and it's measurable scientifically. They're not soaking up other people's bad stuff, and you can then take on to that. Now, if you believe that that's happening, now you've opened the door for it just by the power of your thoughts, because the power of your thoughts is 90% of the work in this. Our thoughts are powerful, and it's important that we really realize how powerful we are, and we walk in that truth and that light strong and fearlessly. All of the things that people are saying out there is very fear-based. If somebody touches my stone, I didn't receive any of their darkness. I know that because I declare that and I walk in that. I know that my guides are there. I know what guides walk with me, and I know the Most High is always involved in everything that I do. The Most High is inescapable, so I can't be surrounded with that stuff, because I know that I'm always in the presence of the Most High regardless. Someone touches my stone, just like a candle going into a dark room. The candle adds light to the room. The dark room does not put out the candle. That's impossible. That applies to us energetically. If you know that you are light and you are walking in your light with fearlessly and protected in that strength, the darkness can't put your light out. So really keep that in mind when you talk about not to let anyone touch your stones. Some people even say don't let anyone look at your stones, because they could look at it and send their intentions into it. It's like, come on, where does it stop? How weak are we? We're that weak? God made us that weak? So anyway, if I sound frustrated, it's because I've been repeating the same stuff every day for the last almost 11 years, trying to get people to do this work that they want to do with manifesting and law of attraction, and amplifying their abilities and their gifts and attracting their blessings quicker. But we walking into that with worry and doubt and feeling vulnerable. So it's counterproductive. And I want to see my people walk in this truth, knowing who they are, knowing that they are protected, knowing you got a whole fleet of angels with you, especially if you're a person with good intentions who does not want bad things for others. You have angels with you. Point blank. Whether you recognize them or not, they're there. People out there that's doing wrong intentionally, that's a whole nother story for them. And them kind of people wearing crystals, they're just speeding up their karma in this life and the next life. And the stones are with them for that purpose. Has to do with the cleansing of the planet. So it's not none of it is by chance. Stones are alive and knowing in their own ancient way, but not by breathing, eating, and moving, of course, but they are alive by vibration. So whenever you cleanse your stones, the main reason should be for when it's time to clear your previous intentions and set new ones for a new journey. To cleanse because someone touched it, like I said, is to treat your stones like children who don't know who to connect with. And that's not how you treat a wise grandfather who already chose you hundreds or thousands and sometimes millions of years ago. I hope y'all receive this message well. I hope you receive this message with your heart and with a deeper level of thinking, and all for the purpose of acknowledging how ancient and beautiful the existence of these stones are, and to honor and really respect that and not belittle it and act like it's that it's not that. This is old energy, it's ancient energy. None of it's new. We're new. You can call us new here compared to these stones. So just keep that in mind. I'm wishing the highest good for all of you. And you know, all of the other stuff like subscribe, share, and everything. All right, family. Till next time. Peace.